Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, and the Game Awards are actually a week away, and I decided I'm going to go a bit more into subject about who I think are going to win the Game Awards and who I personally voted for, and I'm going to kind of explain why in a detailed manner and try and be respectful to all the winners. So we're going to start with the Game of the Year, and the nominations are Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and The Outer Worlds. I'm going to quickly go through each of the ones and why I voted for Smash Ultimate. I don't think Smash Ultimate needs to be here. I stabbed myself for some reason. Stabbed myself with a pencil. I don't think Smash Ultimate necessarily needs to be here, but it's nice to see considering they weren't nominated last year because they came out too late. But we're going to go through each of the nominations. Control looks really good. Haven't played it. Death Stranding looks freaking weird. Don't want to play it. Resident Evil 2 looks good. Haven't played it. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Freaking hard. Smash Ultimate. It's pretty fun for what it is. Expecting a new character to be announced at the Game Awards, by the way. The Outer Worlds. Best Fallout game recently, which is a shame. But overall, I give it to Smash Ultimate because it was the only game I played and the only one I was like, yeah, that deserves a win. Next category is Best Action Game. Now, this is where people are probably going to get divided. I voted for Astral Chain. I'm going to explain why. But the nominations were Apex Legends, Astral Chain, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus. I have not played any of these games, so I can't be like, I'm going to vote for them. But my first reaction was, I saw EA. I'm not going to vote for any EA games. I saw shooting game. I'm not going to vote for that. No, that's very rude, but it's just like, I don't think those are games that are worthy of winning an award necessarily. Devil May Cry 5, I've seen some stuff about it, but overall it's not a game I personally think should win it. Main thing I was going for with Astral Chain is that Platinum Games are really good at making these fast-paced fighting games, and because of that I had to vote for that one. Next category, I believe that's the action-adventure game. We get some of the other ones from the Game Awards. We get Borderlands 3, which I've not played Borderlands, so I don't know how it plays. Same with Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, and Sekiro. I heard Sekiro is really unfair. It's like the Dark Souls of its genre. So I went in and I was like, guys, I have to vote for what I know, and based on what I've seen, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening looks beautiful. It plays well. I just had to vote for that. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Next category. Art direction. Oh, so this is where I voted for the same category twice because I don't think Death Stranding really has an art direction. But it was Control, Death Stranding, Gris, Sanyoru Wild Heart, Sekiro Shadow Dies Twice, and Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. I had to vote for Link's Awakening because it looks cute. It has this nice chibi design to it. So I felt like I had to vote for that. Between the rest of them, I think Gris, is I'm pronouncing that right? Gris. I would have voted for that next, to be honest. Of the games, I would have voted next for that because that looks pretty. And then Sonya Wild Hearts. So I don't think Sekiro Shadow Dies Twice has a really good art design, and I think Death Stranding is just kind of not my cup of tea. I didn't notice anything unique about it, so I'm just like, not really. Next category. Audio design. I voted for Control because I've heard some of what they did with the audio, so I'd vote for it. But there's Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. A lot of Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, and Control, I feel like those are the main three, and maybe Sekiro. But of them, it's just, I think Control has a really beautiful concept. I like the audio design in it based on what I've seen from it, so of it, I had to vote for that. Next category. Community support. God, this one was hard, but I had to go with Final Fantasy 14. But of them is Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy. The reason I now vote for Fortnite is because I do not want to support Fortnite anymore. It's a shame what people are doing with it. I think it's a fad that's going to die out, and I want it to die out quickly and fast. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, I haven't seen much development in terms of that, in terms of expansion. Destiny 2, I've heard mixed things about Destiny 2. And Apex Legends, I've heard Apex Legends is trying to capture onto that, but of them that I saw, I felt that Final Fantasy 14 was the one that delivered the best continuing content for that. Now, I do not watch. I have no idea who any of these people are. I was gonna say I don't follow esports. It's just like I don't know any of these guys, and so because of that, I'm not gonna vote for any of them. Enough said. I don't know, so I'm not voting. Oh, I should just vote for this one because crud. You know what? I'm actually gonna vote for this one live because I just now saw Overwatch was there and Fortnite was there. I'm just like, okay, guys, this is what I'm going to vote for. So Overwatch, A lot of controversy, not going to vote for that. Evo was okay. Fortnite, I'm not going to vote for that. Item Kai Watch, okay. I'm going to give it to League of Legends. I'm sorry, but that's who I'm voting for because I feel like they have the best esports community and content. Okay, so best esport of the game of the year. I always have to vote for Overwatch because that's what I personally play. I do acknowledge that Global Strike Global Offensive is alright. Dota 2 is alright. Fortnite is crap. League of Legends is still growing in popularity in Overwatch. But I personally play Overwatch. It's the game I recognize. And I don't follow much of the esports, but it is going to shake up with Overwatch 2, so I am looking forward to that aspect. Next category. Esports host. I don't know any of them, so I'm not going to vote for any of them. Enough said. Don't know any of them, not going to vote for them. Again, don't know, not going to vote. Okay, family game of the year. So this one was actually kind of hard for me because we have a lot of good Nintendo representations. We have Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Yoshi's Crafted World. The reason I did not vote for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate this time is because, again, I don't feel like it needed to be in these Game Awards, but it's nice to be seen. But it's like, nope, I'm not going to give it to that. And then Mario Maker 2, I've heard some mixed things about that. Yoshi's Crafted World looks beautiful. Ring Fit Adventure is just really addicting, I heard. It has a huge online presence, but of them, I had to give it to Luigi's Mansion 3 for getting some good reviews. Best fighting game, Dead or Alive 6, really sexy. Jump Force, a lot of problems. Mortal Kombat 11 was tempted. Samurai Showdown, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that game's fucking fun. But I think I have to rank them, like which ones I would have voted for. It would have been Smash, Mortal Kombat, Jump Force, Dead or Alive 6, and then Samurai Showdown. Jump Force is just fun to see all these characters kind of fight, even though they are a bit close to their fan base. But of them, I'd go with Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's the game I continue to play and the one I continue to support, so I vote for that. Fresh indie game. Okay, so we have Zazoom, which is kind of a racing game. We got, it's the Fresh Indie Game. So these are for the creators, for the new company games. Okay, so Zazoom, Namoa Studio, Dead Lost Entertainment for my friend Pedro, which looked really funny. I like to point that out. Mobius Digital for Outer Worlds, which I think is really impressive. Mega Grid for Slay the Spire, and House for Untitled Goose Game. I love the jokes about the Goose Game, so I had to be like, I'm voting for that, and I dropped my pencil. I like to know where my pencil is so I can point at stuff. So I'm going to be like, haha, I voted for Goose Game because I am part of those people that just find it freaking funny and can't wait to die out. Best Game Direction. Are you kidding me? I have to give it to Death Stranding. Even though I don't like the game, I will give it to Death Stranding. But the nominations are Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and The Outer Worlds. Of them, I had to give it to Death Stranding because Kojima Productions are phenomenal. Oh my gosh, they do such a great job. He does such a great job, even though I don't know much about this particular project. I think his work speaks for itself and that he is phenomenal in that regards. I'm going to hit next category. Best Games of Impact. That is Concrete Genie, Gris, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude. And of them, I chose Concrete Genie because Concrete Genie looks really beautiful. Unfortunately, I did not have a chance to play it. You know, I've seen a recent trend amongst this, but it's just like, it looks really beautiful. Gris, I actually want to learn more about. Kind Words is okay. Life is Strange 2, I wasn't a big fan of the first Life is Strange, but I heard Life is Strange 2 is not as good as the first one. And then Sea of Solitude. Of them, I'd rather see Concrete Genie win because I think it's just really beautiful. I don't know much about the moral, but it's just like, it's kind of just about being yourself, which I kind of like. Best Independent Game. I had to give it to Untitled Goose Game again. So the options are Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Worlds, or Untitled Goose Game. I'd give it to Untitled Goose Game because I just find it funny, to be honest. It's just a weird game that I find funny. Best Mobile Game. I have not played any of these, but I was judging it based off art design. I was like, which one of these looks the most beautiful? And I saw Call of Duty listed. Nope. Grindstone. It looks alright. I went with Sonara Wild Hearts. I should play that, but I don't have time. What's the Golf? That looked actually pretty funny. And Sky Children of the Light. Again, I had to go with Wild Hearts. I think it's the most pretty of the games. Next category. Best multiplayer game. Oh, God. This was a clear winner in my opinion because it has just been dominating on Twitch. And just like a big surprise. I think no one really saw it coming out or it really existing or it becoming what it is today, and that is Tetris 99. I was debating about giving it to Tom Clancy or Borderlands, But overall, I had to give it to the Tetris 99 based on what it was able to do for the Twitch community and what it's been able to become. Apex Legends was a close second it was a close contender in my opinion, but again, EA, I don't vote for them. I don't want to give them my support. Not me to do that. I'm going to hit next category. Narrative. I don't think any of these games need to be here because I think the best game narrative, in my opinion, is either Kingdom Hearts 3 or Fire Emblem Three Houses. But at the last, they hate everything that is Japanese for some reason. So it was A Plague Tale Innocence, which I did not want to vote for because that game looks scary as hell. Control, I've heard some stuff about the story. I like it. Death Stranding, that game is freaking weird. Disco Elysium, I didn't know there was a story. Outer Worlds, I didn't know there was a story. So I give it to Control. Best ongoing game. Now this is kind of the same thing for what they've been doing with the previous contenders because they're the same contenders for one of them. Best online community. I'd give it to Final Fantasy XIV because of that huge update they did. Fortnite is a close contender based on what they've been doing recently. It's impressive that they've gotten a lot of kids to play that game. But I think Final Fantasy XIV is the one that's just really strong. I think Smash should have been nominated for this, but that's just my opinion. Next category. Best performance. I regret giving this to Norman Reedus. I'm going to explain a bit real fast, but the nominees are Ashlyn Porge for Outer Worlds, Courtney Ho for Control, Laura Bailey for Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding, Matthew Porrietta for Control, and Norman Reedus for Death Stranding. I have not played much of Death Stranding, but I have some friends that have played, and they said he gave one of the best performances. Mads Mikkelsen was also pretty close. But I want Laura Bailey to win because I think she's the best voice actor in all of it, and also it's not the Oscars, so Norman Reedus. But I'd rather give it to Laura Bailey or Jennifer Eden for Control. I don't know. I think either of those three could have taken it for me, but it's just like I know Norman Reedus, I'm gonna vote for him. Best role-playing game. Are you freaking kidding me? Of course I'm going to vote for the best game in my opinion. So we have Disco Elysium, not very intrigued about. Final Fantasy XIV, have not played. I know much about Monster Hunter Iceborne. It's just an expansion upon the already existing Monster Hunter, so I don't think it needs to be nominated. And then the Outer Worlds. But of course I'm going to vote for Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the one game I was excited about this year, and then they topped it upon that with like, hey, here's Fire Emblem and so forth. This was a game that got me excited about this year in terms of gaming, and it was phenomenal. A lot of people hate this game. I don't know why, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is my nomination for role-playing game, even though Fire Emblem Three Houses is not listed there. Scoring music. Are you kidding me? Of course I have to vote for this, but I wanted to talk about the other nominations first. Creeds of Hyrule, really good remixes. Death Stranding, freaking weird. Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, freaking awesome. And Sekiro Wild Hearts is just alright. Okay. I'm going to say this good and really well. Even if you hate Kingdom Hearts in terms of like gameplay or story, one thing I will always argue about the game series is that its music is phenomenal. There is like 15 amazing tracks in it. It's just a beautiful game. Karu Utada, phenomenal. And oh my gosh, I really hope they play this with the orchestra. I would really like to see Don't Think Twice played from them. But oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the best music to me this year, and oh, I think it deserves it. I think it deserves to win. Creeds of Hyrule has really good remixes. Best sports and racing game. I have not played any of these, but I'd like to point this out. I don't support any of these FIFA or F1 games because, one, I don't really support them because they keep on pushing out crap every year, and the only ones that were unique and kind of interesting were Crash Team Racing. So it's a remake, but it's a really good remake. So that's why I give the can to Crash Team Racing. Best strategy game. Oh my god. Of course I had to vote for Fire Emblem Three Houses. I have not played Age of Wonders. I've not played Anu 1-800. I've not played Total War Three Kingdoms. Tropico 6. That sounds like a copyright, actually. I wish I was joking, but this looks like that game that's... Oh my gosh. I'm going on a quick tangent, by the way. Total War Three Kingdoms. Fire Emblem Three Houses. It sounds like a straight ripoff of it. I don't know why. But of them, I've only played Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that game was really good in a strategy game. I will play it like on airplanes when I'm just like bored. It's really good. It's a very zen and fun game. I've not played any of these, but I was like, this one looks really good, and I said Squanch, so I'm just like, Rick and Morty. That's probably gonna win. I should have voted in actuality for Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, I don't want to support anymore. Blood and Truth, don't know much about it. Asgard's Wrath, don't know much about it, so I had to go with Squanchy for that one. And that's the last category. So that's my opinion about them, but I think is really prevalent to win Game of the Awards. I don't want it to be Smash, but I think it's going to be Controller Resident Evil 3. Anyway, that was my opinion about the Game Awards. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. I will be covering a live stream of them. Till then, that is it from me. Bye-bye.